Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Jessa Jeremiah.
And I'm Justin Riley, and I hope you stick around. We have a great show today. We are on location at the J&K Security Solutions Model Smart Home, and we're talking about home automation again. This is a really great topic. A lot of things that you can do to make your life, your day-to-day tasks easier, and they're not terribly invasive either. It's not like you got to rip down walls or anything
That's
like that.
right.
It's all wireless.
Great technology, and I like that we're talking about this now because people are really looking for new homes, and for folks who are staying in their home looking to update and upgrade their own homes.
Yeah.
So we finally shook off the winter dust,
Yeah.
and we can move into summer and start doing those home improvements we really want to do.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
enjoy it.
Absolutely.
We're also going to talk a little bit about dog care, and have you ever heard of dogtography?
I have not.
So we're making things up today, but I think it's a great word that we should start using. Dog Days Grooming and Care is going to join us. We're going to learn a little bit about dog photography and some wonderful things they're doing over there.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a new face from Dog Days there.
That's
Victor
right.
Notowitz will join us.
That's
so,
very
yeah.
true. A
With
dog
Emily.
is a part of the family, so
Yeah.
if you're a pet owner, oh my goodness, you really want to take good care of your pups when you're gone, and this is a great place to go and get them some training, care, and exercise.
Absolutely. We'll also be joined again by Jim Essence from Jim's Coins. He's going to talk about how to put value on some of these coins that people collect. What actually does that come from?
I like it because it gets kids involved in history.
Yeah,
and
it
I
really
think
does.
it's fun.
Yeah, that's all coming up right after the break, right here on Wisconsin Family.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are on location at the Model Smart Home here at J&K Security Solutions, and we're going to be learning about home automation later on in the program. It's such a fascinating topic and just fun, too.
Yeah, I look forward to it. I need to automate at home.
Lots of things need to be
Yeah.
automated. But first, we're going to be talking a little bit about coin collecting with Jim Essence from Jim's Coins. Jim, welcome back.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Glad to see you.
Yeah, always good to have you back. It's your second appearance on Wisconsin Family, and you always bring just really cool stuff.
Yeah, you've got some neat items I'm excited to learn about. So,
And this is kind of, we're talking about coin collection. What makes people want to collect coins? Because not everybody does it, but what makes people want to collect coins?
Well, I'll kind of set it up here. There's two types of people who come into our store. You can break it down. It's kind of just like Antiques Roadshow when you come in. And the first type of person, everybody is happy basically who comes in. The first person is happy because they see the value of coins. And they see the value of coins, precious metals, jewelry, what have you. They see the number $300, $3,000, tens of thousands of dollars, and they think, wow. They think of this problem that it solves for them.
right.
Whether it be new braces for the kid, that you can pay off a credit card bill, what have you, they see the value. The second type of person sees the coin, and this will answer the question, sees the coin and they're happy.
Yeah.
They want to own it, they see it, it just somehow it has an emotional response to them. It makes them happy. And that, and non-collectors sometimes can't understand this, but the collector sees it, they see the history, it makes them think of the old times, the power of money, the power, how things used
history
to...
lesson in just one little
Yes,
piece.
exactly.
Makes you
And-
go back to that era and think about that time. But kind of follow-up question along the same lines. You asked, or answered in some regard what makes them valuable. But is it just the history and the sentimental value, or is it the metal specifically, or what's the combination there? Is it more about the history and the fact that this has been saved and
how
is
rare it
rare,
is, yeah,
or is
yeah.
it the actual metal that it's made out of? What makes it valuable?
Yes, and that's what makes coin collecting so fun, is that people come at it from many different angles. Some people enjoy the sentimentality of it. It was their father, so it's in the family, so to speak. Some people enjoy the metal of it, the reflection of the light. Sometimes they're beautifully toned in rainbow colors. They love that. They love the designs. I brought a few coins to show and tell.
Yeah.
And you can see the, for example, this is a commemorative coin from the Oregon Trail. You can see the Indian on it, yes, in the middle, and then the stagecoach on the back. This is from 1938 as a commemorative. Yeah. This is from during World War II in Hawaii. They printed special currency marked with Hawaii in case it was invaded and taken over. They could just say, okay, all that currency is not valuable. And this is a dollar, a silver dollar from 1795. And so, you know, people see stuff from the 1700s. That's when the United States just became a nation. Yeah. And they love it.
Wow.
And this is one of my favorites. This is a Wisconsin quarter. And while these are hundreds and thousands of dollars, these coins here, this is just a quarter. And you can find that in circulation or buy it from us for 25 cents, for 59 cents rather. And you know, the whole family can enjoy looking, talking about it, and
take a look.
And collecting with
A
your kids.
Wisconsin coin. How exciting.
That's very cool.
This one's only 59 cents.
Right, if you buy it from us, maybe a quarter if you find it in
Or
circulation.
a quarter if you find it. Wow. I enjoy this. Obviously, there's a lot of history on this table, but the Oregon Trail reminds me of that game we grew up with.
Who could forget that?
Right.
So my sentimental reasons are similar but different.
That game was frustrating, so maybe it wouldn't be so sentimental for me. But Jim, do you have any specials coming up that you'd like to talk to us about?
Sure. We are offering a free 30-minute appraisal, so you can bring your items in, your listeners can bring them in. We'll tell you about the coins or jewelry or precious metals, whatever, what have you, and we'll tell you what we would pay. And it's just like Antiques Roadshow. You can learn about it and learn what it's worth and sell it, what have you. So
That's so
come on
fun.
in.
Yeah, no, that sounds really interesting. I would enjoy just the anticipation of, okay, what's this one worth? Is it worth something? Is it not?
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, definitely.
Real quick before we go, we just have a few seconds left, but let's talk, since we're on Wisconsin Family, how do you get the kids involved? How do you get them excited about doing this?
Well, when a collector first starts collecting, how does it happen? That's a question. When they see a coin, when they see an item, they just feel it. And so the exposure is good. So look through coins, see if the child is interested, bring them down. You know, we love to encourage young collectors. They can come in and we will, you know, maybe they'll see something that they like and that's how they get started.
It's a great way to get kids excited about history too, I think. So
sure,
that's a great start.
Show and tell at school. Everybody gets really excited when people bring coins and talk about them.
You got it. Thanks, Jim.
Jim Essence from Jim's Coins joined us here at Wisconsin Family. Thanks for joining us, and don't go away. There's more Wisconsin Family coming up after this.
Thanks for having me.
And welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are on location at the J&K Security Solutions Model Smart Home, and we're going to be learning about home automation later on in the program.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, a lot of fun stuff there. But first, we're joined now by Emily Ruzicka and Victor Notowitz from Dog Days Grooming and Care. How are you guys?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So Emily, you've been on the program before. We recognize you, but Victor is new to Wisconsin Family. So Victor, talk to the viewers a little bit about what you do at Dog Days Grooming and Care and what a typical day looks like for you.
Okay, well, I'm the primary caretaker at Dog Days, so it just involves getting the dogs proper discipline, exercise, and affection on a daily basis.
That's not a small task.
Yeah.
No,
Discipline, exercise, and affection, that's pretty much the whole.
It's everything.
Yeah.
That's all they need, really.
He does it all.
So you're very important is what you're saying. No.
I guess.
That's what I'm saying. You're
That-
right.
there
You're
you go.
right.
Okay,
Yep.
thank
That's
you.
what
We'll have the big dog vouch for you. I can't help a good pun when it's there
I
sitting
know.
in front of me. So talk to us a little bit about how you got started in this line of work, because you have an interesting background. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the additional things that you do, but how did you get into this field?
Well, I had just come back from 9 months of active duty with the Army, and I was just kind of meandering around Madison, and I've always had a lot of dogs. My brothers have dogs. I have a dog. And so I was going to the dog park like every day. I didn't have a job yet. So I saw Dog Days was right there, and I walked in, and I pretty much got hired on the spot.
Yeah. Sounds like a great time though. No job, going to the dog park every day, and now all of a sudden you're getting paid to do what you love.
Yeah, exactly.
Serendipity.
Yes.
Serendipity.
Very much
I'm
so.
assuming Emily's paying you. Okay. Yeah.
It comes and goes.
So we've heard that you are known as the dog whisperer with the dogs that are at the park there. So what are some of the secrets that you have, or maybe there are no secrets, but maybe can you talk to us about some of the strategies that you use to manage a group of excited dogs when you take them to the dog park?
Sure, yeah, I wouldn't call it a secret really.
Yeah.
It's just once you can gain the dog's respect through being a calm leader.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people tend to want to be like the lovable leader, but dogs look for a strong, calm, dominant pack leader.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't consider myself a dog whisperer. Cesar Milan, that guy's he's amazing. But yeah, it's just being calm and assertive, and being the leader of a group is the key.
Well, you say it's no secret, but it really is a challenge for dog owners to figure that out and how exactly not to get worked up or frustrated in the moment and maintain that calm, assertive behavior, human behavior, as you mentioned. So it is a secret. It's a tough thing to do. So congratulations, good for you.
It's much more difficult than he lets on. Really,
Yeah.
it's a special knack.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's why he was hired on the spot.
You have another special knack. We're gonna coin the term dogtography here today, and talk about photography of dogs. So talk to us a little bit about that. Now you've been doing this for a little while. How does that work? Do you just see a dog in a particular moment that moves you and take the picture right then and there? Do you set something up? What does that look like?
A bit of both. I tend to kind of like sit down and wait for dogs to come into the shot. I look for good scenic areas for the dogs to come into, and then I'll just sit down with my camera and wait for them to come in.
Wow.
Or, you see them doing something funny, you say, hey, that looks like it'd be a good picture.
Yeah. I love a good funny dog picture. That's great.
yeah.
You're gonna add a little quote underneath and
Sure.
send it out for Christmas. It's
little meme.
wonderful. Right. I love it.
So is this something that customers of Dog Days Grooming and Care can order from you, or if they want you to take some dogtography of their dogs, how can they do that?
Well, that's something I'm working on. This is still, I'm still in the process of making this a business.
Sure.
So I'm still like using my cell phone to take pictures and stuff.
Which you can do these days.
Yeah,
oh my gosh,
absolutely.
phones are wonderful
The
now.
technology is crazy.
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
We'll be back. We'll talk about that next. No.
So I'm working on that. It's going to be called Victor's Pictures.
Okay.
And people are going to be able to, I'm going to have like different frames that people can select out of, and I'll have, at the moment, I'm just using the pictures to kind of create loyalty with the customers.
Absolutely. Well, that's a really nice thing to do because the dog is the part of the family. It's an important part of the family.
People love it.
And I just have to ask real quick, did you ever imagine that would be something that you would be doing, is starting a business taking photos of dogs?
No, not at all. I just was taking them one day and I realized all of a sudden I have 1,500 pictures on my phone. I was like,
Wow.
I think I should do something with this.
I think it's great though. You've obviously got a passion for animals, a passion for photography, and you followed your passion into work. And not everybody gets to do what they love.
Right.
So congratulations on that. I think that's
Thank you.
wonderful.
I'm very lucky and very blessed to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Emily, before we go, yes, Emily's still here in case you missed her on the end here.
I'm happy to listen to Victor. I like his story.
Yeah, no, it's been wonderful chatting with you, Victor. But give us a little follow-up real quick before we go on Dog Days. Anything you want to chime in?
I just want to say thank you to all our wonderful customers and to Victor and all the rest of my staff, who all of them have this creative outlet that they have shown. And I've been able to help them, get out in public with their art. So I just feel very lucky and blessed too to have them. So thank you. I'm so glad you all get to meet Victor and see his photos.
Absolutely. You guys have a wonderful staff and team over there, so it's nice to get to meet them here.
Yes, Emily Ruzicka and Victor Nodowitz from Dog Days Grooming and Care, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, guys.
Don't go away, there's more Wisconsin Family coming up right after this. Stick around.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
And welcome back to Wisconsin Family. And here we are. This is the segment we've all been waiting for.
Yes, it is.
We are talking to the folks from J&K Security Solutions, and we're going to learn a little bit more about the model smart home that we're in right now. I'm joined now by owners Jeff Beckman and General Manager Tom Spinoso. Welcome.
Hi, good morning. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us, guys. We've really enjoyed being here and lounging in the
Yes.
theater room.
Yeah, that's a cool place, that
It sure
theater.
is.
So, Jeff, I want to start with you a little bit. Why don't you just give us a quick history of J&K Security Solutions?
Well, actually, kind of hard to believe, but 30 years ago we started as locksmiths.
Really?
We started out of our home, so it was my wife, Kim, and myself.
Yeah.
And went from there. We went to a retail location, expanded, moved to another location, all on Park Street. Expanded, moved to another location, got into security, expanded again, came here. And in 2009, we built this building, and the rest is history.
Wow.
That is interesting. So you've just kept moving and expanding along the way, and here you are today running this wonderful business.
Made the right decisions along the way, had the right help.
Sure.
A lot of family.
Yeah.
Brother, son, son-in-law,
Yeah.
wife.
That's
so
great.
It's become a family business.
Yes,
Family
yes.
affair.
absolutely.
Well, that's wonderful. So you definitely are equipped to answer this question. Then I'd like to know, over the years, 30 years, I suppose you could answer, how has security sort of grown and evolved and changed?
Well, back in the 90s when we did a lot of lock work and we did a lot of institutional lock work, hospitals and whatnot,
Sure.
everyone was going electronic. They wanted an electronic strike, they wanted card access, they wanted burg alarm cameras. Wasn't a big thing then, but we decided we better get on the horse or we'll be left behind. So today, it's affordable for everybody.
Sure.
I mean, we get calls daily. You have your national companies, ADT, you have other national ones. We're local.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very cool to say that you're local and you can do the same thing that some of those bigger companies do.
Absolutely.
And I imagine that, that was a good example of a smart move on your part then to, say, I think this could be a thing, these electronic cards and so forth. That could be a thing in the future, so we really need to get on that.
It was. We were very fortunate we made that decision.
Yes.
Yes.
And it was a smart move, like you said.
Smart move. Got it. You're just full of them today,
I know,
Jessa.
yeah.
So I'm really intrigued by the idea of the smart home technology. We've been hearing more and more about that. I think that's one of those things that could be like the next, key fob and whatnot. So talk to us a little bit about what exactly is a smart home.
That's where I'm going to refer to Tom. He's the expert here.
Well, a smart home is really a home where everything works together. We can take subsystems in a home or parts of a home like lighting, HVAC, security, audio, video, energy management, those kinds of things, and blend them together so that they all work together, can talk to one another, and can be be controlled really from within the home or outside the home, and really make a home work for a person or a family.
Yeah, and kind of expand on that working smarter together, what that kind of means for a family in terms of, just convenience.
Sure. Yeah, we focus a lot on comfort and convenience, and safety and security would be some areas that people really enjoy. An example would be if you're coming home late at night, the system might know, for example, that it's dark outside. You open your garage door, it would light your home, the outside lights, and maybe light a pathway into your home automatically without you having to think about it. And the system works on, knows when dawn and dusk is, so as that changes throughout the year, you don't have to think about it, the system automatically does it for you. That would be an example. The other feature people really like about a smart home would be an automation scene. We would call it good night as an example. You might have a keypad or pull out your phone next to your bed and press a good night button. It would turn the lights off in the home. It might arm your security system, shut the garage door if you had left it on, turn the thermostat back when you're ready to go to bed as opposed to a hard schedule. So it's really about taking all these areas and blending them together and making that house work together.
And even one more point, people go on vacation, they set timers for lights because they want to make sure that people think they're home.
Right.
You can put a vacation scene in there and it'll handle everything that you pre-program into it.
Oh, that's really great. I liked what you said about being in bed and being able to shut everything off.
Right.
You know how that is when you lay down and you're all ready to go to bed and then you go, oh shoot, I left such and so light on, and you got to get back up.
Right.
And, that's a convenience thing, but how nice to be able to just set it and forget it.
And they give you visual confirmation. Is that door closed? Is that light off? So you don't have to get up and run around the house
Right.
and work those
and
items.
then the vacation safety, I think that's something that everybody needs and wants.
Yes, absolutely. And now I'm curious to know, I have a lot of questions about this, and I don't know if we're going to have time to get to all of them today, but how does one get started with a smart home? What are the first steps? If I wanted to convert my home into a smart home, what are the first steps?
Well, what's great about smart home today is that you can get started in very small ways. You can start with a one-room system, control perhaps your audio and video, some lights, and then scale into a bigger system for your entire house. So it typically starts with a controller or some software and some devices, and once you get them connected, you can start from there and then grow. The great thing about the smart home technology today is whether you're building a new home or remodeling, a lot of the smart home technology today is wireless. So we can go into an existing home, retrofit that home, and get all the advantages of somebody who would be building a new home today.
I think that's a really good point that you brought up, because I think maybe folks may not everyone may not realize that, and they think, boy, I have an older home, I would love the technology, but I can't do it because they'd be tearing down walls or wiring through different things, but that's not the case. So it really doesn't matter what you're saying, the age of the home, you can make it a smart home regardless.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And tell us a little bit, you kind of touched on this a little bit, Jeff, but talk to us a little bit about sort of the difference or why J&K is a great place to start, maybe as opposed to some of those bigger names.
Well, where I will start is, we've been here 30 years. We're family owned.
Yeah.
We're local. Everyone knows buying local is best.
Yeah.
We actually have learned over time how you treat customers, and that's how we retain them. There are other aspects that Tom will go into.
Just a couple of things. I think the showroom, and you've talked about it, the ability to come in, this technology can seem confusing, it can seem sort of, people are hesitant to ask questions. When you come into the showroom, you can come in, it's set up like a home, we'll let you work the equipment, you'll see how it works, you'll interact with it, and that allows you to get a real comfort level with it. And I think that's a big distinction between what we do here and what's done elsewhere.
Boy, I think that's so important too, because if you're talking about new technology, and I think this is a good topic for some older folks and people who live at home alone, that maybe they're nervous that they won't know how to use it, and so that might be a hindrance to going ahead and getting it, even though it would be a huge benefit.
And maybe the last thing, and I think this is where Jeff is going to go, our support and customer service. I mean, we are really great at what we do, and so if somebody has questions or problems or issues, I feel like nobody stands behind people as good as J&K does.
Yeah, well, thanks for mentioning that.
And they're going to talk to somebody locally if they do have an issue.
Right.
A real person.
Yeah, a real person.
Imagine that, right?
Yeah. Well, Jeff and Tom, thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks for having us. This was great talking with
Yeah,
you.
we
Thank you
enjoyed
for
it,
being
guys.
here.
Thank
you.
It's fun.
And that's all the time we have for Wisconsin Family. We've been here on location at J&K Security Solutions, and we'll see you next time.